I love stories. I love stories. Or love stories. I don't know. I also love tragedies. And I also love Frankenstein and, hookers, maybe? I don't know.
What did he say?
I love this movie. We are going to talk about the 1990 horror comedy Frankenhooker. This movie was on Amazon. I had no idea what I was getting into. I was like, all right, we're gonna watch this movie. And I realized this movie is really funny. Now, just ahead of time for everyone to know, there is a lot of nudity. There is a scene where a man is measuring a lot of nudity. A lot of naked women. So if you don't like nudity in your movies, don't watch this one. That's it. So Frankenhooker, you start off with a man, Jeffrey Franken, and his fat girlfriend, Elizabeth Shelley. Get those references? And she is fat. But in the movie, she's in a fat suit and it is awful. It is god awful. And Jeffrey is a really smart guy with technology. He made like this like automatic lawnmower for her dad, and the lawnmower like cuts her up in pieces, and Jeffrey can't get over it, so he like keeps all of her body parts, well, some of them, her head mostly. The whole time you just start off and he's like drawing like perfect bodies of like women, because he's gonna bring her back to life somehow. And he figures out how to explode hookers, so that's really cool. Anyways, and when that's all going down, he figures out, oh my gosh, I can just find prostitutes, hookers, to just cut them up and sew them together and make Elizabeth my wife again. I could bring her back. And what he does, he goes to like this guy named Zorro, who's like the pimp, and he's like definitely juiced out. He's built like a freaking brick house, and he offers him a ton of money to do it. And so Jeffrey is like in this room with probably like 10 prostitutes, 10 or 15 of them, and they all think he's gonna like do some things with them. No, he's like measuring them out, measuring like their chests, their butt, their legs, their arms, and he's like perfect. And he's basically making Elizabeth like the perfect woman in his eyes by putting her with prostitutes. And it's just so funny of how this works out, right? And while he's doing all this, they actually find, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but we're gonna say Coca-Cola. And they all start taking Coca-Cola. And then they all start exploding. It was just a wild time. And so Jeffrey's just putting them all their body parts in like a trash bag, and he goes out the window and just goes back home. Now, while this is all happening, he puts them in like a freezer thing to like keep their bodies like fine, and he starts putting together Elizabeth through all this. And then he takes her up and gets electrocuted, but it goes down to like that freezer, so those girls, the remaining parts of those girls, form together into like a creature. It's so gross. And you can tell this is kind of like a shoestring budget of a movie. You could definitely tell like the whole scene of all the prostitutes like exploding, you can tell majority of them are like mannequin. You can definitely see the mannequin part, which is fine. I mean, this movie is actually just hilarious. Like, I don't know how else to explain how funny this movie is, but to me, it's actually just funny. I really do enjoy this movie a lot more than I thought I would. But with that being said, when he brings down Elizabeth from that, she actually comes back alive, but she's kind of like, her mind is warped because she has all these different personalities. And she starts like having to work for Zorro, is that she tells everyone, and then she like ends up killing all these dudes because she could just shock them through her body, I should say. And she starts electrocuting dudes. She just starts killing everyone. It's just such a bizarre thing to see. Finally, Jeffrey saves Elizabeth and brings her back to the garage. Yes, he lives with his mother in a garage. In the garage is where he does his lab stuff. And when he's in there with Elizabeth, Zorro shows up, and Zorro just like lobs his head off because Jeffrey fixes Elizabeth so she's actually like normal again. And how the movie ends is Jeffrey is on like a woman's body now, and Zorro gets killed by the mutated prostitute freezer thing. It's such a bizarre movie when I'm explaining it. I'm telling you, it's just weird. But in general though, this is just a really fun movie. I feel like if you want to just watch a movie, kind of shut your brain off and just laugh, and then I guess if you're really into nudity movies, then this is for you. But yeah, I really do enjoy this movie. I didn't expect to like this movie as much as I did, because I was like, oh, this movie's gonna be so stupid. But it's actually just really funny and fun. I enjoyed this movie way more than I thought I would going into it. But oh my gosh, the fat suit was hilarious. It reminded me of Friends. You know, if you ever seen Friends, Monica wears a fat suit, but hers actually looks like believable. This looks like she just had like a belt and then she puts stuffing in like her thighs and shoulders. It looks hilarious. It just looks really, really bad, but it's also hilarious. But yes, this movie in general is really fun. It's exciting sometimes, but it's just really corny 90s humor, I would say. But I really did enjoy it. If I had to give it a rating out of 5, I think I gave it like a 4 out of 5 because it was fun. My rating of movies are all different. Like, for one, entertainment is very important, so that always is a rating system for me. But if it's a horror movie, I have to be scared. But if it's a horror comedy, I feel like I have to like laugh about it, where it's like a darker humor for it. And that's what this movie does. It does a really good job for me with this movie. But all in all, I did love this movie. I think it was a lot of fun. 4 out of 5 for me. If you guys made it to the end of the video, what did you guys think about Frankenhooker? Have you guys seen Frankenhooker? What do you guys think about it if you have? Or if you haven't, would you watch it? Do you have any other fun, weird horror comedies that I should check out? Let me know down below. And of course, stay safe, everyone.